Hey guys, welcome back to the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Florida. Everything is awesome, it looks great outside, and I am visiting with my friend Chris. You guys know Chris with CNC Wholesale. He does wholesale clothing lots, clothes that I don't sell, and he makes it available to each and every one of you guys all year round. And we're actually at his office right now, CNC, you guys see that. And we're gonna step inside. He's just gotten back from after the storm. Of course, everyone just getting back in town after Irma, getting things back to normal. He didn't lose power, he didn't float away, nothing died, nobody got crashed in, none of their buildings are destroyed. So he's all up, back in business, ready to run, ready to roll, and ready to supply you guys, hopefully with some good clothes that will increase your inventory and make you guys some money. So I just wanted to take you back inside for those of you that are new to the channel or didn't see the videos before, just to give you a quick introduction and show you a little bit of what he does and a little bit of what he has available for you guys to purchase if you're interested, if it's something that fits for your business. Okay, so we're inside of the office, CNC, and Chris hard at work over there. Here's some sign when you first come in, and he's been working on sorting some of these fancy Levi jeans, all brand new with tags. He also has other inventory that we'll go over in just a little while, but just one of the samples of some of the products. We'll come over here to the left. It's kind of his sorting room. This is where he does all the quality control. He'll check and make sure that everything is stain-free, damage-free. For example, here's a really good Levi Strauss company shirt, and he had found one, and I think it might be in this box that had a hole in it. So they basically will go through all of these clothes, just sort them into brands, they'll sort them into styles and sizes of the boxes that you order. They'll also do quality control, make sure there's no damage, make sure there's no stains, make sure everything is in good condition, ready to ship out to you before it leaves the building. And so this is where they do that, the sorting table. Again, here's some Levi jeans that are being prepped. It's obviously Sunday, so no one's here working. They'll be back to work tomorrow. But everything is back to normal. Nothing was damaged in the storm. This building held out well. We got really lucky in this area. So they're ready to go, ready to start taking orders, and everything will be prepped and sorted this week. So hopefully if there's something you guys are interested in, they'll be able to get it all prepped, ready for you, and out the door. All right, so essentially they're gonna offer you three options: a 30-piece lot, a 60-piece lot, and a 120-piece lot. And these are gonna be mixed lots, and they're gonna be brands anywhere ranging from things like Tommy Hilfiger, Under Armour, Calvin Klein, 32 Degrees, DKNY, just a few examples of the brands that'll be in there. There are many, many other brands. Now, the important thing to remember is these lots can be catered for those of you that are Amazon sellers versus those of you that might specialize in eBay or local sales. For those that are the Amazon sellers, they will take the time to sort out all of the gated merchandise, which would be the things like the Adidas and the Nike, the things that are restricted or cost a lot of money to get unrestricted if you even can. So you just would have to let them know, which side of the spectrum you sell on. Now that doesn't mean that if you're an eBay seller or you sell on both that you wouldn't want that merchandise, because you could sell the Amazon FBA items on Amazon and then you could sell the other merchandise on eBay. You could split it up. So basically they will cater to whatever needs that you have. You just have to let Chris and the crew know ahead of time when you contact them, hey, this is what I do mainly, this is what I specialize in, these are the type of clothing that I would like to buy or how I would like it, and they'll work with you. They'll pretty much cater to any need. And that's what's really great about them. They have the ability with this sorting room, sorting table, and with the employees to be able to handle that. Let's go over the pricing for the 30, the 60, and the 120 lots right now. And I'm gonna pull up the pricing sheet that I have here. And this is gonna include shipping. So all these prices include shipping to the 48, obviously the US lower 48 states. If you live in Alaska and Hawaii, please call for a custom shipping quote. Also, Canadian shipping is available. Typically, for every 30 pieces, it's gonna be about $20 extra, but make sure you call for an exact quote because it depends on what part of Canada you're in. So your 30-piece lots are 200 shipped, your 60-piece lots are 375 shipped, and your 120 pieces are 700 shipped. And that's all basically packed up and, like I said, catered to whatever needs that you have. To a point, obviously, but it's going to be a mix of all these different brands that I just showed you here. So again, 30-piece, $200, 60-piece, $375, and 120-piece, $700. Anywhere in the USA, call for pricing on shipping to Alaska, Hawaii, and Canada. Okay, so keep in mind, these are all brand new with tags, the Amazon catered lots. If you're buying a mixed lot, it's gonna be about 85 to 90% brand new. The rest will be new without the tags, mostly because they just fell off in shipping or transit or got ripped off. They still will be brand new clothing. So that's the breakdown when you order these lots. Occasionally they will do special orders, special lots, deals of the day. On Tuesdays, I know he does like a $2 Tuesdays, which is a B grade level of clothing. Most of those will be items that have been washed once. They're not brand new, but they have been washed once, or they are still brand new with the tag, but they might have a little spot or an imperfection, something that you could get off in the wash, but by washing them, you're gonna remove the tag. So a little bit cheaper. Again, that's like a $2 Tuesday type thing as they are available. And then other special lots, for example, one he's working on now, this is a Calvin Klein specific lot. Now these prices and shipping might vary depending on what they are, but Chris will put these up from time to time as he gets them available. They're not guaranteed, but just keep an eye on the Facebook page, which I will link down below with, of course, his contact information and that page link. Just make sure you go over there and like that and follow that page, and you'll get the notifications. Make sure you turn the notifications on, and you'll be notified every time he posts one of these special lots. Now they are first come, first serve, so make sure that you are watching and keeping an eye out, and you don't want to miss out on them, because typically, even the lot I'm looking at right now, you might have to beat the Rockstar to get this lot, but it looks pretty good. So just make sure you've got those notifications on so you don't miss them out, because I don't want to hear anybody complaining to me later that you saw that awesome Calvin Klein lot and you forgot to turn notifications on and you missed out on it, because I'm going to tell you that it's not my fault that I beat you to it. I'm just kidding, guys, but you get the point. Just make sure you follow it. Okay, here's an example of some of those $2 pieces. I know a lot of people might be interested in these. You can see these are brand new with tags, but you see the sticky from the tag that was on it? This is like one of the, probably the pricing sticker or the size sticker. So you would have to kind of like wash these off. You could do it by hand, or you could just peel the tags and do it in the machine. But these would be something that would be typical in a $2 Tuesday lot. And that will be 40 pieces for 80 bucks plus the actual shipping cost. If you do contact Chris for a $2 Tuesday, make sure you give him your zip code. Here's another pair. These are some Puma sweatpants. There they are. Now you can see these don't have the tags. They appear that they've been washed one time, but they're still in amazing condition. These are basically like new. They just aren't new. But you know, $2 for these, probably something you could sell for, who knows, maybe 12, maybe 15. You'd have to check them out. But definitely room for margin, definitely room to make some profit. Which is the next thing I want to talk about with you guys is how much money can you expect to make on some of these lots? So it's a question that Chris probably gets more than any other question, and it's really going to depend on a couple of factors. So factor number one is going to depend on you. How quickly can you list the items? What kind of items are you buying? What lots are you getting? What platforms are you selling on? Because obviously Amazon and eBay are two very different platforms. It's all going to depend on that. It's going to depend on your account, your feedback, all the things that play into sales to begin with. Normally, but most of Chris's repeat customers, good customers, customers who are stocking up consistently, are reporting 2 to 3 times profit margin. So if they're buying some lots for $300, they're typically turning into $600, maybe $700. So are you going to be a millionaire on the lots? No. Can you make a very healthy margin on them? Absolutely, but you have to be willing to do the work and put the time in and make sure you're listing them correctly. And that's what's great about these lots, because they're brand new, buying the mixed lots and the catered lots. They're easy to list, they're quick to list, and they are brand new, so they should sell faster than our normal thrifted used clothing. All my brand new stuff always sells faster, so that's a great thing to think about. But that's pretty much the basic, easiest answer we can give you on how much money you can make. Have a realistic expectation and think of it as a consistent flow of inventory. You don't have to go outsourcing. You don't have to spend the time driving back and forth to 10 stores. You don't have to spend the time digging through bins. You don't have to spend the time inspecting all this stuff, while you're out in a store with really bad lighting. We all know how that is. This stuff is already inspected, sorted, ready to go, ready to list. As soon as it shows up to your door, you can start pulling it out, taking your photos, and getting them up for sale, or sending them into Amazon, or whatever you choose to do. So that's why you're spending a little bit more money, but it's well worth it. Keep that in mind, guys. And just to give everybody an idea, Chris is ready for fourth quarter. So if you guys need to buy inventory to stock your stores for fourth quarter, which is another thing you need to be thinking about, he's got thousands of pieces of clothing ready to be sorted, ready to go out, ready to box up. I mean, I literally can show you guys, boxes. Look at these brand new Marvel shirts, brand new jeans, brand new shirts, dress shirts. These are brand new shorts, packs of socks. These are things that he'll put in specialty lots that'll be available on the page. Just pallets and pallets, thousands of pieces of clothing. So keep that in mind. Fourth quarter is almost here and you're gonna need some inventory. So there it is. And he'll be filling more of this up. I mean, there's even more right here. So the warehouse is ready to, you know, fill the orders as quickly as you guys can make them. He can fill them. So don't think that the storm slowed us down, slowed him down, slowed any of us in Florida down. We got very lucky. I'm back to working as normal. He's back up and running as normal. So everything is ready to go and he'll be happy to take care of you. And you know, fourth quarter is a great time to try this stuff out because the prices will be higher. So even if it's not, you know, exactly as you expected, you're still gonna make really good money during the holidays on it. And if it starts doing good right away and you wanna keep it stocked for all of fourth quarter, Chris is able to offer auto renewal. You can tell him you want a box to come once a month or once every other week or however much you can afford or however much you need to stock your store with. So plenty of inventory. Give you guys a good idea of what exactly is in stock. There's probably anywhere from 40 to 50 pieces per box. So all the way down there, plus all the way in here, plus what you just saw over in the office, and he's got a few more boxes up in there. All right, so the orders can be paid through obviously PayPal, which is standard, also credit and debit card, and a feature that I'm not familiar with, Chris schooled me on this today, it's called Behalf. And if you're familiar with Behalf and you use it or you're thinking about using it, he can also accept that. If you're not familiar with Behalf, feel free to Google it. I'll have to find a link because I need to research it a little bit. I have never used it. Sounds pretty cool, but I'll link it down below. I'll get a link to the website just in case. But those of you that are familiar or already use it can definitely take that option as well to make payment. That's another great question that Chris was just reminding me of. Local people, those of you that live in the Tampa area, Brandon, Riverview, Lakeland, Orlando, wherever it is you live here in Central Florida, if you want to come pick up an order, because we don't have to ship it, it's 5% discount for all of the local buyers that come over here to Chris's building, and we of course will provide you with the address and the location and schedule pickup time for you. To give you an idea of where it's located, it is basically in the Tampa, Brandon area. Just outside of like the Palm River area, if those of you that are familiar with that. What's the zip code here?
33619.
33619 if you want to Google that up. But it's probably maybe 5 to 6 miles from Brandon, Florida, just to give you an idea. Palm River. I'm sure those of you that are local know about where it is. If you're coming from Lakeland, Orlando, somewhere like that, then you can just Google that zip code up and find out. But basically available 5 days a week for pickup, sometimes more, but he'll schedule that with you. Just get in touch with him, let him know you're local, let him know you're picking up, he'll give you the discount, and then he'll set up a pickup time for you to come. So here's Chris prepping a lot that's gonna go on the group for sale. Another reason you should have those notifications on. In fact, it is the Calvin Klein lot. This is going up for sale. So if you're watching this video, go over to the Facebook page, check out the lots, and this should be up. If you're watching this around Sunday afternoon, later in the afternoon before dinner, I'll have this video posted, and the quicker you go over there, the better chance you'll have of getting it. Wanted to thank everyone for joining us. Thanks everyone for keeping us in your thoughts during the storm. Got very lucky. Everything's okay, like I said, and everything's up and running. Hopefully everyone else is doing good. You know, we'll help you with anything you need, any questions, any comments, any concerns. They'll be down in the description box. You'll be able to contact Mr. Christopher on your own. You do not have to wait for me because we all know how slow I am. He's much faster. He has like a 99% response rate. I have like an 85% response rate. I'm sorry I'm not faster. I get a ton of messages, sorry guys. But he will respond to you right away. I think his response rate is like 10 minutes or something. So if you guys send a message, he will get to you as quickly as possible. Anything else you need, feel free to leave in the comment section. I'm sure he'll be monitoring them. But your best bet is just go directly to his Facebook page. It's down below. Contact him there, email him, leave a comment, leave a message, but make sure you're following that page for all the updates. And anything else I can do for you guys, let me know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, everyone.